Hello everyone, welcome back to the soybean saga. We are on our way to the last, it's like 340 acres of beans on this side of town. And then we still have everything on the other side of town, but this is looking promising as far as having some dry ground down here in the bottoms. This is the field that we had that big pump set up on back this spring. Go back and watch that video, see what I'm talking about. But right now we're moving combines and headers down here. We finished cutting, we had 40 acres to cut up towards home there, and we got it done and had to move some stuff around, and just now moving these down here. But as you can see, you don't want to make no errors here going down this levee, because she's fairly tight fit. But like I said, hopefully this dirt road down here is good and dry for hauling out of with semis. We don't have to be pulled. About 2 years ago we mudded every bean out down here, and it was an absolute nightmare. I mean, mud that you just can't even believe. So that's what we're trying to avoid. We've got a good stretch of weather here for just a few days, and hopefully in the next 2 days we'll be done down here. Maybe sooner than that, because some of the beans down there in the far corner didn't make it. But we'll see how far we get to cut. We're getting started on harvesting our air crop. You can see we're basically taking nothing, a few weeds. We'll separate those out, put all the air in the tank behind us. Just kidding. This is the bean field. Just not getting up here to the beans. Trying to get what we can. This is the lower portion of the great big 340 acre field that we pumped water on this spring. Pumped it off of, not onto. But these beans down on this lower end are just flooded out. You can see this strip of weeds. It's a big slough that runs through this field. It's a lot lower than these humps right here and right across there. But we're getting what we can off of it, picking up over the top of these weeds, trying not to get too much of that crap in there. It's been kind of a mess. We cut about 200 acres almost yesterday up there in the first two fields. It's pretty good going, pretty fast pace. I never picked the camera up for that, but this is going to be the last of the beans on this side of town for us, and then we got to head south, and we have about 2 fields of beans down there, big fields, and then a bunch of fields of corn. We're roughly got about 394 acres of corn left down there, but it ought to be dry and just be able to shoot it straight in the bin. But for now, we're just out here getting what we can. It's kind of like I said, it's a mess. It's not that fun whenever you got to turn around all the time, but you can go a long ways without unloading, if that's what you like. Michael's over there. We're working our way to the center. This is gonna be it. It's gonna be over here pretty soon. Here it is. Last few beans. We're up here. A few stragglers here. Probably you can't even see them on camera. That ought to do it. All crops are out on this side of town. Now we gotta head south. Well, everyone, the soybean harvest is about over. We got down here, I think we've been down here 3 days. Came down on a Saturday, and it is now Monday, and we're about to cut the last of the soybeans, and then we'll just move on to the corn that we have left here on the other side of town. We've had really good going. We've only got stuck, I think, once. Everything's starting to dry out again. We got some rain coming midweek, but hopefully not too much. But at least we won't be cutting beans in the mud. But right here is the last strip of soybeans we have. Sorry, I know I'm failing as a YouTuber, wannabe YouTuber, but this is gonna be it. It's pretty exciting stuff, at least for us, to not have any more beans out in the field, unless we forgot some somewhere, which ain't out of the realm of possibility. But I think this is it. Here they are, last 10 rows for soybeans 21. That's it, just like that. It's over. Now on the corn. 400 acres to go. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to finish harvest all together. We're looking at the last 14 acres of corn, and there's not even that left now. There's probably like 10 acres left. Here's another ditch. But we have been shelling corn for about a week since we got done with beans, and finally ran out of bin space at home. Now we're just taking it straight to the elevator. Corn is dry, running anywhere from 15 to 14%, which is fine. And it's been fairly decent corn, but it is about to be over with, my friends. I know I ain't done very good this harvest. I'm sorry for that. I tried. Just too much going on behind the scenes. But it is what it is. This is what's going on today. So this corn here looks a little weak, which it is. There's some pretty poor ground right here next to this oil patch. But with a little luck, we'll be done, I would say, around 12:30 today. We've been harvesting for basically 2 months, not non-stop, but that's what Michael told me today. It's 2 months to today that we've been since we started. So not got along all too bad. No major breakdowns of any sort. So been pretty good, really. I better get off here before I have to turn down here on this muddy end. That is another thing that's kind of griefed us, is a little bit of mud, but it's not been all too bad. Well, we've been talking on the CB the whole time, and I ain't videoed much, but this is it. He's got about 3 rows over there, and I've got 8 here. Harvest is getting ready to be over here. Like I said, it's 12:16. We're gonna get her done by 12:30. Feels good. I just gotta make it at the end of the field and unload. And it's homeward bound. There it is. That's the end. Harvest 21.